October 1962. The world is on the brink of the abyss. The Cuban Missile Crisis pits the United States against the Soviet Union. American warships surround Cuba, imposing a naval blockade. In the depths of the Atlantic, a flotilla of Soviet submarines attempts to force the blockade. Among them is the B-59, a Foxtrot-class submarine armed with conventional torpedoes, but also with a nuclear-tipped torpedo, with a destructive power equivalent to Hiroshima. The Soviet rules of engagement are clear. If the submarine is attacked, and if it is unable to communicate with Moscow, the senior officer on board is authorized to launch the nuclear weapon. On October 27, 1962, the B-59 is detected by American destroyers. For hours, the ships harass the submarine with practice depth charges. These charges, meant to force it to surface, are perceived by the Soviet crew, exhausted, lacking oxygen in the suffocating heat of the sub, as real attacks. On board, the tension is unbearable. The captain, Valentin Savitsky, convinced that a war has broken out and that the U.S. is sinking them, makes a terrible decision. We will strike back. We will detonate the nuclear weapon. To authorize the launch, the agreement of 3 officers was required. Captain Savitsky, the political officer Ivan Simonovich Maslenikov, and the flotilla chief of staff, Vasily Arkhipov. Savitsky and Maslenikov give their approval. The countdown begins, but one single voice opposes it. A voice that will change the course of history. Vasily Arkhipov, the chief of staff, refuses. Calm but firm, he argues that there was no direct order from Moscow. He knows that launching a nuclear torpedo would mean total nuclear war. For minutes that feel like hours, Arkhipov holds his ground. He manages to convince Savitsky to bring the submarine to the surface to verify orders. On the surface, the B-59 is intercepted. Nuclear war is narrowly averted. If Arkhipov had given in, a nuclear torpedo would have been launched. It would have pulverized part of the American fleet, and nuclear retaliation would not have been far behind. The Cuban Missile Crisis would not have been resolved peacefully. It would have become the detonator for a global nuclear conflict, annihilating a large part of human civilization. That day, in the belly of the B-59, one man stood up to orders, fear, and pressure. Vasily Arkhipov became the man who saved the world.